Hi there, everyone, and welcome to a new show that we've got here on Always Wired. We're calling it The Cutting Room Floor. This is going to be a bit of a left turn, so we're going to be doing movies and TV shows and stuff like that, which you can recommend to us on Twitter or on our Facebook. And we're going to start off with Godzilla 1998.
Oh God, no, you never said it was that one.
Well, to be fair, these movies are really good.
Oh, they're excellent, aren't they?
What came before.
Aye. Like I've said before, this is sort of my geek thing. You have your superheroes and stuff. Martin has his men in a cage punching one another and dogs. And I have Godzilla. I've watched, I think I've seen them all. And there's about 40 or 50 of them, like all the old Japanese ones. I've seen them all. I think it's all of them. Maybe. If it's not all of them, it's nearly all of them. And the newer ones, the 2014 one, I think is the best one. Or one of the very best ones.
Same.
It's excellent. It's really excellent. And I used to be part of a Godzilla subreddit on Reddit, and a lot of folk don't like the 2014 one for some reason.
Oh, why?
They say Godzilla's not in it often enough, and I'm like, well, go back and watch the old ones. He's barely in any of them either. Each film has...
either way, it's either he's not in it enough or he's like the main event.
Aye. And in 2014, right, he's not in it that much, but his build is such a big deal. And the tone of that entire film is really quite dark and serious. And it's quite gritty. It's just brilliant. Some of the individual scenes in it. I remember when I went to the... So when it was announced that they were making that film, it was announced in, I want to say, 2011. And I remember reading an article about it on bloodydisgusting.com. It's this like horror forum site. And it's slated to come out in 2014. And so I spent, was that 3 years in a permanent state of like just hype, watching every wee news article that came out, and it was too much for me. So when I got to go to the pictures to see it, it was probably one of the best experiences in my entire life. Seeing Metallica for the first time and losing your virginity, it was just brilliant. So good.
Oh, it is really good though, to be fair. Like Bryan Cranston does a great job, I think. Malcolm's there.
I know.
And like even the first kind of glimpse of what's going on, he's on that little island in Japan. And what I've got written down in my notes is death, destruction, and just a little swim.
He just likes how we swim.
Oh, he just goes for a little swim and destroys a nuclear plant.
Aye. Oh, the bit in that, I know, that's when the first big spidery thing, what do they call them? The mutos, the big muto creature. When the first one of that turns up at the airport in, is it Hawaii? When they go to Hawaii, I can't remember.
I think it's like Honolulu or something.
But aye, there. And it's just wrecking this airport, and then fucking like Godzilla just turns up for the first time. You see him with the camera, it starts at his feet, and the camera pans all the way up, and then the music builds this sweet orchestra, like hits this big crescendo, and then he just lets out that big roar. Still to this, any time I see it, I get my entire body comes out in proper goosebumps because I'm sad. I'm so sad.
Well,
he just starts wrecking it.
No way.
It's so good.
Like who's all in this? Bryan Cranston and Elizabeth Olsen and what was his name? The boy.
Something.
Taylor Johnson is his name.
He's one of the three-barreled names.
And it's weird because him and Elizabeth Olsen are in like the MCU. He's Quicksilver and she's Scarlet Witch. So he brother and sister in that, and in this they're married. So it was like kind of minging.
They're both fine in that film, I suppose. In Godzilla, none of them have much. Like, none of them say a lot. The man does a lot of things, but he doesn't speak terribly much.
Yeah,
he sort of stands there and looks kind of sad all the time. He's got this permanently like, sad face. As far as the human characters go, it's all about Bryan Cranston and Ken Watanabe, the scientist. Some of his speeches in it are great. Look at him, Godzilla. It's just
let them fight.
Aye, that bit especially. That's like the best human scene in the film.
That's just cool. It did really well at the box office as well. It had a budget of 160 million. If you double it for marketing, they still made 529 million at the box office.
Scott with the numbers.
Research, you would have thought.
Where I'm just sitting here going, that scene was so good.
Godzilla.
Versus Godzilla. Because the trailers were making out that Godzilla was the bad guy. There was no mention of these other monsters in the trailers. So when you in each of these films, because the cinematography is amazing in all three of them, and there's just these individual really cool scenes that make you go, "Oh fuck, that was awesome!" And they really saved the entire film. Because we'll get to King of the Monsters, obviously, but that's the worst of the three of them, I think. And even that has just like singular scenes in it. We're like, "Fuck, it's entirely worth it." It's entirely worth it to watch that stupid wee lassie for Stranger Things greeting just to see that one bit. I mean, it's great.
Like, even it does have like one similarity to the '98 one, which is like the humans cause quite a lot of the damage.
There's the whole scene on the bridge, isn't it? And Godzilla's just trying to get to fight the big thing, and all the jets keep shooting at him, and they're blowing up the bridge, and he's not blowing up the bridge. He's just trying to get under the bridge, and they're shooting at him anyway. And you're watching it going, he's not the bad guy. Stop fucking shooting at him. See that other big stupid thing? He's coming to kill that. Leave him alone. Let him do his work.
But even then, to be fair, if the Muto just ate all the nuclear waste in the world, would it be a bad thing?
No, probably not. No. But it seems to go out its way to trash stuff, though. When it goes through Vegas, I think it leaves this hefty trail of destruction in its way.
To be fair, Vegas wasn't his best moment.
No, it was blotting the CV, wasn't
it? Blotting the CV.
Godzilla like crushes things and blows stuff up because he's huge. He's trying to get from A to B, and he doesn't mean it. But all crab features is just going about smashing stuff.
Oh, crabby.
Crabby. I liked a bit of crabby.
I like crabby.
Kingler.
Yeah. Oh, Kingler's great.
Kingler is great. Yeah.
I can't believe how many notes I have on. Like, here's another one. In these movies, the American military are just a bunch of bad fellas, like all the time. Just a bunch of bad fellas.
They are. Again, I don't know if you've ever seen the very first Godzilla for the 50s, but it was made sort of as an allegory for nuclear destruction, and obviously Americans are painted in a negative light in their films because, well, they nuked Japan. So I think the fact that in these new ones, the new three, the American military are just bastards in all three of them, is a play, like a hark back to the original franchise and how hopeless the Americans are in all of them. It's not all bad though, because the bastard American soldier is the best character in Skull Island. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we will get to that. Oh God. There is a scene though where, you know, when they're trying to get on that train to take that nuke to point B or whatever. That little town looks exactly like Smallville, Kansas. That's in Man of Steel. Thought it was weird that they would use the exact same town.
I've never seen it. I remember trailers for Man of Steel before it came out. It looked like he was a crabber's son or something. Russell Crowe was a crabber and Superman was his son, and it just looked ridiculous.
It's fine. We might get to that, and that would be on the cutting room floor.
You use it as part of the recommended series. If you recommend it to me, I'll be obliged to watch it.
I might just do that.
Be wary. Anything that you love that you recommend to me, because I'll probably tear it to bits.
Oh God. So the rockets, the Navy and the military fire, destroy the bridge.
There's the wee bus full of skill wains on the bridge. Folk just try to get to the work. Godzilla's just trying to pass the bridge so they can go and fuck up all crab features. And the military are like, no, we can't be having this, and they try to blow them up, and they cause way more damage than Godzilla does.
And they're like firing. Godzilla puts his hand on the bridge, and they're like, "Oh mate, he's trying to destroy the bridge."
No, it looked to me like he was trying to protect the wains in the bus. But I don't know if he knew that's what that was. He was just trying to get out the road. I don't know, but it looked like he was trying to shield the children.
It looked like he was trying to protect what was on the bridge.
And I'm going to choose to believe that he did.
Yeah,
because he's a benevolent king.
Long live the king.
Yeah, they got that part in King of the Monsters, and I loved it.
That was great.
Which we will get to again.
That was pretty much Godzilla 2014. Great film. Great
Aye,
fun.
it's brilliant. It's solid 8 out of 10 in the best film in the Monsterverse, I think.
That's exactly what I've got it down as, 8 out of 10.
Aye. Oh, really? We haven't collaborated and we haven't exchanged
No.
notes. I've not even got any notes. I'm just winging it because I've seen it that many times. Final mention though to the scene just at the end when your man pulls out the gun and then Godzilla jumps up and grabs the Queen Myrtle and fires the atomic breath down its throat.
Oh.
It pulls its head off. It just rolls defiantly and it's awesome.
There's something about these kind of movies where you see something like that and you just go, oh.
Aye.
Oh.
Aye, because the music that accompanied it was brilliant. It keeps hitting the big crescendo at all the right bits. Music starts going like da da da, and it just like rolls down its throat. It's fucking excellent. Excellent.
We have started on a high note. Not everything on the cutting room floor will be good, to be fair.
Right, aye. There's going to be a series going forward where we just talk about films that we've seen, and there will be a lot of shit, especially from my end because I hate most things. I accidentally hate most stuff. So.
And it'll also correspond with things like if there's a movie coming out, we'll maybe watch one of the prequels or maybe just a movie that's kind of similar. Like I don't know, let's have a think. If there's another Fast and Furious movie, I suggest we watch Speed.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
My boy, Keanu.
A bit of Speed. For some reason, that reminds me, they're making a sequel to Face Off. So I don't know if you've ever seen Face Off or not. It's brilliant for all the wrong reasons. It's so stupid, but it's fun.
Is Travolta going to be in it?
I don't know. I don't think they've announced the cast yet, but if there's no Travolta, the Travolta's character, not Crockett. I think he get killed in the last one.
No, but did someone not steal his face?
Nicolas Cage.
Aye.
They swap faces. Ridiculous. It's so funny.
They swapped faces, but kept the body type.
Aye. Ridiculous.
So that's what the cutting room floor is going to be. So if you do enjoy that, give us a like. Tell us on Twitter or don't. Who cares?
Because when we started Always Wild, it was supposed to be about films and television and games and music. And Martin's fighting obsession has like took over.
It really has.
For a while it was Fitba, and then it's just all been fine.
Kind of a sporadic channel, this.
There's no coherency or like efficiency in any way. It just everything's whatever we feel like doing that day.
There's no official niche that we've got.
We've even got 2 shows about animal attacks in there somewhere. Because they're funny.
They are funny.
They are funny.
Oh god. So yeah, this will most likely go on Spotify first, extended audio version. So get over to Spotify, give us a follow, and listen to it there.
Yeah.